A good and blessed day, my dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. Today, 3rd of July, Friday, we celebrate the feast of St. Thomas the Apostle, commonly known as Doubting Thomas. When we reflect on the personality of Thomas, he is in a way challenging all of us because we as Christians and Catholics sometimes we just want to follow the trend. We just want to follow what others tell. But whereas the whole concern, the interest of Thomas was to know Jesus personally, to touch Jesus personally. So, my dear brothers and sisters, this is what we need today. We all know about Christ, no doubt. But we have to ask the question, do we know Christ? Knowing about Christ is different from knowing Christ personally. What is my Christic experience? We know that Jesus is risen. Jesus lives. He is omnipresent. Maybe we can't see Jesus to our naked eyes, but still for all, we can experience the presence of Jesus in our brothers and sisters and in the incidents that we face in our day-to-day lives. In 2015, amidst the devastating war in Syria, a bleeding 3-year-old boy died in hospital with these final words: I am going to tell God everything. I am going to tell God everything. Some would call it false hope. Others would call it a pure act of faith. We may also experience a lot of tragedies today, wherein God was seemingly absent. Yet along the way, we did get consoling proofs that He is with us. In today's Gospel, Thomas is fortunate to get concrete proofs, Jesus' wounds, to overturn his doubts. Other believers, like the 3-year-old boy, never get those proofs. They suffer and die, never asking where God is, but just clinging to a deep relationship. This particular boy's words convey such a pure bond with God. Jesus' appearance to Thomas and to all of us is thus a check of relationship than a test of evidence. Because a true disciple pursues what he loves, not what he can prove. So, my dear brothers and sisters, let us pray today very specially that we more and more come to know Jesus personally, because He lives in you and me. He lives in your brothers and sisters. He lives in your fathers and mothers. He lives in your wives and husbands. And He lives in your children. Let us open our eyes to recognize Him. More than anything else, today Jesus is suffering, homeless, naked, hungry, despised by the society. So we need to recognize that suffering Christ in our brothers and sisters. Let us ask the Spirit to help us and to guide us during this day. Amen. May God bless you all.